What I gotta do to find a better way to make it? There's gotta be a better way than
live like this.
I was waiting for a better way and waiting for a better day. I waited so long that
lost my faith.
I was waiting, I was hating, I was pleading, I was bleeding, I was praying for something that never came. But this came. Thank you all. All right, so I just gotta spit this out because I was thinking about it all fucking day. You ever have somebody get so stuck on a narrative it friggin' annoys you? Like, I gotta tell you, this is a dude I hung around with when I was growing up. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he's a couple of years older than me. And he used to be able to get bias. He had like older brothers and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons I hung around with him, is because he could routinely get beer. And he had this fucking thing, like we were both at the time like surly little like Rush Limbaugh'ites, mad about the world, and we'd sit there and bitch, and both of us at the time would punk rock straightened me out of that crap, but meeting people, and he never left there though, and I heard he's still the same and hasn't been laid and a whole bunch of other things, but he had this idea in his head about a six-pack. A guy has to have a six-pack after work. A guy, on a Friday night, you have a six-pack. All of his politics were about Joe's six-pack. And he would say the word all the time, six-pack, six-pack, six-pack. Fucking drove me nuts. That would irritate me enough in and of itself, and I was really prickly back then, like everything irritated me. But he used to take it a step further. He was the guy that got the bias. He turned 21 before me. So when he would go buy our orders, we put in our orders for booze, like, get me a half 12-pack, blah, blah, blah. No matter what money you gave him, no matter what order you gave him, he would bring back everybody one six-pack. He had this friggin' idea in his head that you just have a six-pack and that's it. It drove me fucking nuts. I'd give him the money and be like, just get me a 12-pack. Yeah, I got it. Are you gonna get it this time? Yeah. I even got to the point where like, maybe he's hung up on the number 6 for some reason. So I started saying, get me 6 tall boys. Because 6 tall boys is 8 beers, and I could at least feel comfortable off 8 beers. A six-pack, even for me back then when I was like 12, was like getting half a blowjob. Like, what good is that? Just leaves you irritated and stressed. He would not do it. He would just get, like, he'd give you the money back, too. He wouldn't even get the 6-pack of tall boys. And then he'd be, like, surly about it. Like, what the fuck, dude? I said get a tall boys or a 12-pack or whatever. Just drink them. Just drink them. What the fuck is the matter with you with this 6-pack thing, you fucking weirdo? What is the matter with you? I'm like, all right, you got some weird idea that Joe Six-Pack, some imaginary Paul Bunyan working-class hero out there, is the salt of the earth and we should all blow him. I'm like, but don't impose your weird-ass fantasy on me. Give me my fucking beer! Christ! And I had another one, too, and this was a guy in my band. He got hung up on the word breakfast. Breakfast. It used to, she knows where I'm going. I bitch about this all the time. I had to get this out. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with nothing. This story is going nowhere. There's no point to it. I'm basically just popping a zit right now on stage. But one night, after a show, we're all getting drunk, and some girls came back to hang out with me, and the singer for another band reached this guy. He was like my best friend at the time. And there were these 2 other girls that had been at the bar, and the other guys in Blood for Blood, I'm not going to narrow down which one it was. Somebody from the earlier lineup. And he liked their friends. He liked their friends. And they didn't want to come back and hang at a hotel with a bunch of dudes, which I can't fucking blame them. So they said, we'll be there later. And so we get back, we're all getting drunk. We're me and hanging out with the girls we're hanging out with, and he's like pouting, so he keeps pestering one of these girls. Where's your friends? Where's your friends? The writing's on the wall where their friends are. They're not coming. Are you fucking nuts? Where's your friends? They finally get him on the phone. This is at like 2 a.m. And he manages to talk them into agreeing to come to breakfast. And for the rest of the night, we're gonna, like 8 a.m. the next day. We all know what drunk plans are. They don't mean shit. Oh yeah, tomorrow, what you really gonna do? We're gonna go fishing off the fucking Colton Bridge. We're gonna go diving for wreckage in Boston Harbor. We're gonna get a fucking scuba tank. It's gonna be great, brother. Yeah, you're really gonna do it though. Oh, yeah. Turn the phone off, throw in the fucking tub, go to sleep. You know you're not fucking doing any of it. And he should know this too, he was a fucking drunk. But he's still saying, I'm gonna have breakfast with those, gotta get up early, we're gonna practice. Like, yeah, you fucking idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? But he got hung up on the word, like, breakfast, we're gonna have breakfast. Like the concept took on some like religious significance to him or something. Breakfast, we're gonna have breakfast. What? You nuts? 8 o'clock rolls around, he's like sitting in the van, like ready, waking us up. Of course they don't fucking call. It was a drunk plan, they were blowing him off to begin with. So that's that, and then, but it sticks around, the idea of breakfast. So this is where it comes in. I don't care what anybody does. Anybody can do whatever the hell they want to do. They want to get some crazy idea or anything, go ahead. Commit Harry in the middle of the fucking school park, I don't care. But when you start to impose your madness on me, I can't stand it. So he started having these things after that. I don't know if one had to do with the other, or it was just, he just liked the word breakfast and the concept of it had some like Arthurian legend association with it. But he would get these ideas and every once in a while be like, tomorrow we're gonna have breakfast as a band. And he would say the word funny, like, breakfast. Like a kid with like Santa Claus. Like, so I ain't eating fuck. Back then, I eat eggs now, I love them now. But back then you couldn't have made me eat eggs with a gun to my head. So they go off their little breakfast thing, and I go out, you know, whatever, like 11 in the morning, or to 10 in the morning, and be all sitting around, and I'd be like, all right, I remember this happened like 3 times. I'd give me my buyout, I want to go to Burger King. And he'd be like, look around, like I'm supposed, but I'd be like, what? We're having breakfast. I'd be like, yeah, I can see that, give me my fucking money. But breakfast though. I'm like, if you say that fucking word to me one more fucking time, I'm gonna kill you in front of all these fucking people. Give me my money, and I'll go suck on a taco for fucking breakfast, you fucking nut. Oh, I fucking hate it when people get like hung up on shit like that. Did this have anything to do with nothing? No. There's no point to this. This is just a bitch session.